Okay, well, we've always said with basic introduction,
solving for x and solving
graph
for
y.
quadratics.
Now we're dealing with a form y equals ax squared plus b.
Solving for x or solving for y.
Now what we're going to do is try and show
height
where
above the
some of
ground
this
is given by the
comes
function.
from. So we'll start with, we're
So,
going to sketch h of t. What does
y
that
equals
mean?
x squared.
That's
Height.
already here. That is
This.
in relation. That's our basic quadratic to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to graph y equals x squared.
Where t is the time
It's y equals x squared
when the stone
plus
is
3.
thrown. How high is
And we're going to draw it on the same one. Our
vertex right now is at 0,
equals
0.
So part
So
A,
what we're doing is
all
when
we're
we say
doing
x
is
squared
we're
plus
saying
3,
t
remember,
equals 3. So height y when time is 3
equals
is equal to
x
negative
squared.
5. But now we want 3 squared plus 30 squared plus 3. So this is now going
Plus
to be
2.
12 equals 7. 9 times negative 45 plus 90 plus 2. So 47. More importantly, height is a measure in
12.
meters. So that's it for part
And
A.
if I graph it,
Nice, easy, basic problem so far. B. So, actually, I'll go back to that answer quickly. Height. When time is 3 seconds is equal to 47
x is now
meters.
12. It's not going to
Okay,
fit
so
on this graph.
from what height above
2
the ground was the
is
stone
now
released?
7. Right about there.
So my starting point at negative 1, how do I know where the stone was released? My starting point
There.
is
0. We
when
have 3.
t equals
Match
0.
up on the
Time
other
is
side.
0. The stone hasn't been
There.
thrown yet. This also happens to
We
be my
have
y
new
intercept.
parabola.
So, what do we need to do? We're going to set t
There.
equals 0 in to solve.
Our new vertex
So h, when time equals 0,
is at
is negative 5.
x is
0 squared plus
and y is
30 times 0.
So what's happening?
Plus 2.
What are we doing? We
So-
shifted up.
So the ball was, the stone was thrown from 2 meters above ground. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense. It should be pretty straightforward. At what
Practicing
time is the
class.
stone's height now above the ground?
We have
27
this form.
meters. Now,
So what we're doing is we're taking
This is
x
saying
plus 3
is now going to
equal
equal
y squared.
h of t. Now there's a couple ways we'll
Equals
do this. 27 meters. Height is
So-
27 meters, but we don't know what t is. That's unknown. to us.
Chad Stonier, can you come to the
We're gonna
office?
replace h of t with 27.
Now, what we're
27
actually doing here
equals
is
negative
we're
5.
shifting x.
X squared. So plus our x
x
is when y is 9 plus 2. Whatever method we want to use to solve will depend in a minute. So
X
what we're going to do is we're going to have 0 equals negative 5.
0.
X squared. Negative 3 plus 30x. Minus 25. Minus 25. Okay. Personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor in
See if I
negative
can use a
5.
little bit.
Actually, I'm going to divide everything by. I'm going to take negative 3
Negative
plus
5.
3. So 0 equals x squared minus 6 negative 3 plus 3 plus 5. Square it from here to here. Divide y equal to 0. So I have a new table for this one. So now
would
when
I
I
do
do
that?
that, it
Table.
simplifies it.
Two
When
numbers
x is
multiplied
negative
together.
3, y is
What?
going to be 0.
Times what?
Equals 5. But when you add
Negative
negative 2 plus 3 gives
They
you
equal
negative 6. Squared.
Well, so
Two
it's
negatives
one.
make positives. So
Negative
negative 1
1
times negative 5 plus 3
So
is
it's
2.
2.
Should be plus 4. Equal negative 6. And negative 1 times negative 5 equals positive 5.
That's supposed to be 0.
So 0 equals 0, x minus 1, 9, x minus 5, 1. So x equals 1, or 2, x equals 5.
25.
What's the point in that? What do we got? So what's happened? We have our
That
original
means
graph. It's on here.
our
Parabola.
Here's our original
Let me
quadratic.
just give you an idea. When x equals 1, y equals x squared, and our new one,
Y
negative
equals
3.
27.
When x is negative 3, y is 0. So we're there. When
X equals
and
5,
negative
y
2
also
equals 27. So I'm not sure exactly how it works, but we do know this as well.
-3.
2 meters. Our
-2.
parabola goes like this, something like that.
I've totally messed this up.
And we've managed to solve for x and solve for y, quote unquote,
-2, it's 1.
for this problem. We have everything
-1,
in one
4.
thing. That should be 1
0's
second
9,
or
didn't.
5 second. Back to my checklist on
So if we were to go with the
negative word
-4
problems, and I
here.
forgot to put units.
So our new
there
one-
they are. Hopefully you will find these useful.
Sketches like this. This is y equals x plus 3 squared.
Mark our vertex. Our vertex is now -3 and 0. So we've shifted back 3. So when I have a positive 3 here, it's actually x minus a -3 squared. That -3 is my horizontal shift. Now what happens when we combine it? So we go back here, our horizontal shift was, when it was 0, 0, our y value is -3. But now we've got a couple shifts going on. What you're going to try here is we're going to have, very simply, we can do this. This tells us where our vertex is. So our vertex, we're shifting up 3, down 2. That's where our new vertex is. So up 3, we'll fix this. Up 3 to the right. So we're going up 3, 2 to the right. So there's a new vertex. So what I can do, this is how easy the new sketch becomes. I did it. I copy this. Oh, clone it. I'm going to infinite clone it. So I'm going to take that. And there is my new curve. That's all I have to do to switch it. Now, what about the other one? Down 5 to left. So I'm going the opposite direction of the sign. So I'm going to take that same thing. We can't show the down 5, but what I can do is, I know this point's going down 5 as well. So it's at 9 now, so we know it has to be at 4. So if I take right here, that has to be at 4. Right there. Something like that. New vertex for this one is going to be -2, -5. New vertex here is going to be 2 and 3. Much easier than doing a new table. So if we go back here, the quick way would have been to say, okay, we're going 3 to the left. Take the original and shift it back 3. Same thing with the other one, very first one. We did this. Up 3, take the original, move it up.